Welcome back to Finnegan's Farm, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and welcome back to our Workshop Wednesday. My name is Paul, and this is our team.
Hi, I'm Sean Keogh, and I'm the apprentice mechanic.
Hi, I'm Mick, and I'm the mechanic.
Hello, I'm Marco, I love to weld. This is Bruce, this is Blake, them is two best students.
There, Caleb Russell, who's down the Waterford there, he's learning his trade down there.
Hello, I'm Cottle, and I'm the one that has to make these guys look good.
Don't forget to like, subscribe to the videos and comment what you want. Just put it in the comment section, we'll get back to you. So in today's video, we'll give you a quick update on the Kubota mower. We've a 7/8/20 in that we've a few jobs done, and we'll show you how we've done with it. We have a 6/9/10 in here. What's gone on it? I think we have the power shift buttons are gone on that, and Sean is going to replace that. And we also have the tail of forklift in, which we have a leak there on the coolant system. So we'll run through that with you there. But first of all, we'll probably head over to Mick there, and he'll give us a quick update on the Kubota mower. Back onto the Kubota mower here. After doing a compression test on it, Mick has the figures here. Here is the compression test unit here. He's after the gauge here. So he's after doing the compression test on the cylinders here. So we see there the fire nozzle is 1, 2, 3 coming from the crankshaft pulley end, and we have 380 psi, 160 psi, and 160 psi on cylinder number 3. So Mick, really, what should it be in around?
Spec, from what I can find out, seems to be 350 to 450. So
Okay.
number 1 is perfect, but number 2 and 3 are way down. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do...
Which is surprising, because number 1 was the one with the tight valve. But it's perfect, so.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do now?
We're doing a cylinder leakage test, it's called. It's a great test to find out if you have a leak. So I have the flywheel jammed here. I've set it up on compression number 1. We have an adapter on in here, and we're going to put compressed air in. And if we have a leak on the inlet valve, we'll hear blow out through the inner manifold. If we have a leak in the exhaust, we'll hear blow out through the exhaust. And if our rings are gone, we'll hear blow through the push-out tubes.
Okay, right, Sean is going to put the air on here. So
and we're very good.
Air on, very good. So there's
You'll always get a little bit of a blow.
Okay.
That's actually down to the crankcase, is it? Or is it in the inlet, covered inlet? No, it's the inlet. It's very, very slight.
So it's tallying up here with the readings there on the pressure on it. So we do number 2.
We're going to turn it on. How's the fire number? Just 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, yeah. So pour a bit of compressed air on. Mick has a
I have the flywheel
jammy
jam.
bar. So as you can hear, there's a lot of air escaping in here, which would suggest that we have a leakage on the valve.
On the inlet valve, yeah?
On the inlet valve.
Okay, so nothing on the exhaust. Let's try the exhaust there.
So there's,
There's nothing there.
we've nothing on the exhaust. Looking like head off, Mick, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll head off, get the valve checked.
Feared.
So that's it. Go ahead and we get the head off, okay?
Yep.
So now we have the head off the Kubota mower. As we can see, it's easy to see where our problem is here, isn't it, Mick?
Yeah.
We definitely had good, we have good
Compression.
good compression on number
1.
Yeah.
You can see it on the valve there. It's nice, reasonably shiny. Okay, it's a little bit of blackening, but it's a good seal. We know that from the leak test.
Yeah.
We were getting 380 psi on that, and we little or nothing. We had very slight blow on the inlet, wasn't it, Sean? On number 1, we very, very little. Compared to number 2 and number 3, it was blowing it out. And you can see here, when I turn around, put the light on it there. See the rough spots there?
Rough spot there.
And the corresponding rough spots there. Same on number 3. There. And similar spot. What are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to send it to the machine shop. We'll get the head skimmed in case. The valves hopefully will grind. They have a machine that they can grind them. The seats hopefully will cut as well. They have a tool that goes in and centralises it perfectly and machines it to the taper again. If not, they'll have to be machined out and new seats put in. Well, number 2 and number 3, number 1's okay.
So what will they do with number 1? Number 1 maybe okay?
Just to shine the valve.
Just to shine the valve up.
Yeah, I didn't pull the exhaust because we didn't have an exhaust leak. Now they'll have to be done as well, obviously. And also, when they're doing it on the other side, you can see valve seals here. To change them as well. They stop oil from going down into the combustion, so you don't have an oil consumption problem.
Okay. So this is the first time John would have seen a head off, we'd say, I know it's only a small engine here, like, but just to see the workings of it there.
But sure, a 6-cylinder big engine is the same. If it's a pushrod type engine.
Yeah.
All very similar.
So next thing is we're going to bring it up to
Mark Daly and Gala Engineering.
Yeah, and he is the machine shop specialist.
Yep.
And he's going to take this head, and hopefully the next time we see it, it'll have all its new seats and new valves all ready to put back together.
New head gasket.
So there's no question. We actually don't know how it actually started in the first place when you see the compression test, how low it was on especially on those 2 cylinders.
Yeah, it's unusual because that cylinder was tight on number 1 valve. There was no clearance. These two were in tolerance.
And then why, Mick, then was it, we'll say, when it got hot then it was easier to start, obviously?
For starting a diesel engine, you need 400 degrees centigrade. To get to 400 degrees centigrade, you have to have savage compression. These are these are up around 20 to 1, 22 to 1 as far as I remember, compression ratio. If you're not getting the heat due to the leak, you can't compress it enough so you can't get the heat. When you fire the fuel in, it's not hot enough and you get the smoke at the back.
Yeah, so even if the plug
but then once you got a little bit of heat into it, you now had you hadn't got the heat soakage in the head, the block, the whole works.
Yeah.
So your air was that bit warmer, bang, it fired every time.
Okay, so that's it. Next time you'll see her, hopefully she'll be back ready to go. So now we're going to head over to Marco there, who's making a bracket there for the toolbox there on the 7820. Well, Marco, how's things?
Oh, very good. Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
All right, Marco, what you do here? What was the problem?
He was making bracket for this new toolbox on 7820.
Okay, so just before we go any further, we got a letter there, we got a parcel there arrived the other morning in the post there. When we opened it up, we found the toolbox. And in the, I had a little letter, covering letter with it from Quality Tractor Parts, who's obviously watching the videos and seeing that we needed a new toolbox and has kindly sent up a toolbox. So good big shout out to the lads there. Mark Bardon, I think is the chap. He's the product development manager up there. So thanks very much, Mark. We'll, as you can see here, this is the old toolbox. It's in a bit of a state there. We will clean it up and we will find do another job maybe. For something else. So in the meantime, we had taken this one off on the far side of it, and Marco,
I made bracket. It goes on the side, the tractor beside batteries, so be high enough.
Yeah.
Use flat plates, steel plates, 10 mil thick.
Yeah. The holes are.
Yeah, punch holes. Very good. This machine for punching holes. Oh.
Yeah, so that's some of the first jobs we've done with the iron work, where we punch the holes, but as you can see here, makes life so much easier there with the machine. The bracket will be bolted onto that, and we'll fit it on there and we'll see how it looks. We just personalised the box there, its own 7820, so that no one robs and puts it onto another tractor. A fine box actually, a little bit of weight in it, as you can see from here. It's made of good stuff. So yeah, that's the toolbox. We'll mount that on and we'll have it on the tractor. So next up, we're going to head over to Mick here with the tail lift. The problem there with the coolant system on it. Okay, Mick, what is the problem here?
Losing coolant, but very hard to pin down where. The problem with coolant, when you have a leak, if it's hot, it vaporizes when it comes out. But with this pressure tester, we can pressurize it. We have pressurized there to the cap pressure, which is 0.9 of a bar, 13 pounds.
So we see this here, it's a master radiator and radial cap pressure test kit. Very, very handy, useful kit there for...
and that was very reasonable, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You've no way of testing it otherwise.
Yeah, we've no way of testing it otherwise. So look at you put it onto the top of the cap. You explain it there, Mick.
Yeah, and we'll do the cap afterwards.
Yeah.
I have it pressurised there, and another thing, if you had a head gasket gone, if you started that, the gauge will start to go up because the pressure going into it.
Okay.
But at the minute, we have two minor leaks. I'll go around here. We had one very slight drip from there, which you can see now, the drop going down from the pressure on the system. And we have one, there's a heater there, and the tap itself is weeping. You see the drop there underneath? Yeah. Okay. Stop that for a minute. Right, I need to release the pressure on this. This can be messy. Yeah. Just dumping the pressure off otherwise I'll squirt the water out, which I did.
It's handy there for getting rid of it, isn't it?
Yeah. Otherwise you get when you release it, it soaks the place. And we have an adapter over here for our cap. This cap, I think, is reading a little bit low. As I said, it's a 0.9 of a bar cap. Pressurise again.
And this is for testing the cap.
Yeah. Now I'll go over. Here, blowing off there at 13, which is bang on.
Yeah, so you can hear it releasing the pressure there. So just while we had the tail of forklift in, we noticed there was a few little marks in it there from a few little hits, as the fellow says. So we got Cahill came in there, he got the roller brush there, a little bit of grey paint just to tidy it up there, the sides. We done the ballast way at the back as well, and it just freshens it up with that little bit more. So job done. So next up, we're going to head over to Sean. Well, Sean, you hard at it?
Oh, sure, kept going.
Kept going, right. Look, what's the problem here?
So when this tractor came in new, it had no buttons in it. So we came everything across from tin foil in it to 10mm bolts to there was even a bit of a gummy bear. Trying the lads licking the bottom of it, sticking it in so then they could press it. It's a quick fix, but we got a new gear stick. We got a new stick and new buttons, new card. Quick fix, 3 bolts in the back. Put in your card, plug it in, back on. That's you, ready to go, 100%.
So we have our cable belonging to the 7820. It's for actually changing the speeds, we say from 540 to 2000, which wasn't working in the cab. It was lock solid. So when we came out, the cable was actually seized, and I don't know, maybe over probably a number of years, Mick, wouldn't it? It probably gets hard.
It was disconnected when we looked around down here.
So it was disconnected down here, so you could change it manually there with, I don't know how it's been changed, but we decided we'd take the cable out of it. Now, not just the simplest of jobs, being honest. A pig of a thing, as we would say. But anyway, we got the cable out. We actually cut it in the finish up just to take it out of it. We ordered up a new and got it there. Sean was fitting it there. He's the top bit of it fitted, and then we just had to reroute it down here. So now everything is working in perfect there. So it's going from 1000 to 540 with no problems.
And neutral.
Yeah, and neutral. So that's the main thing, which just that if you were putting on an implement, to make sure that it's always in neutral when you want to put it on, and that's the benefit of having something like that up there. That you're not trying to twist a PTO to put it on at the same time. Yeah, so the cable is fixed. Now, what else have we done with it here? Done a little bit of cosmetics there on the exhaust there. The exhaust was a little bit rusty there at the back. Now, just when you're spraying the exhaust, don't put any kind of spray on them, paint on them there. You need a kind of a heat shield one with a high temperature there, so that resists up to 425 degrees centigrade. So that just tidies up the exhaust on it. We did take a little bit off the top of the exhaust there just to give it a little bit of shape. And what else have we? Cosmetically there, we're going to do the front weight carrier here on the front there, just tidy it up, Cahill, and take that off and spray it up. So then that tractor is really more or less ready to go at that stage then. Servers will have done on it, the hubs are checked. How else make it we? Lights were checked, weren't they?
Lights were, yeah, we had problems with the 2 taillights in the back.
Yeah, we had problems with the 2 taillights, which is fairly common with the backs of John Deere's anyway, 10s or 20s with muck getting in. So that's done as well. Yeah, Sean is ready to go there, I think, are you? Yeah, okay, right, we talked. So as regarding the trolleys there from last week, we would have got a few comments in to say, well, why doesn't Marco make it? Well, he probably would make it, but we decided we'd actually make one and we buy one. So we bought this one. Look, by the time you'd probably get your steel, your wheels, the whole lot, in around the €120 mark or something like that, it's probably more than well worth it. It's a grand trolley there, and it's ideal for the thermal arc there, so that's fixing that. This one here was the old milk trolley, really, that's what it was. And he decided to put the plasma cover on this, and it ain't too bad at all. It's going to do the job. So a little bit of old, a little bit of new, and that's what we got. The other trolley then, which is the one we got last week, we actually changed the wheels on it here. There wasn't great wheels, we were rubber wheels on it, and it moves much more smoothly now, so it's sitting there with the other welder. So that's the trolleys anyway. They're a good job anyway. They just keep everything neat and tidy and mobile as well at the same time. Come in here, Blako. Come in here. You come in for the finish up. So that's it for this week's Workshop Wednesday. As you can see, plenty going on in the workshop here, as is every day anyway. Quick shout out again to the boys in Quality Tractor Parts there for throwing up the toolbox to us. Nice thought, I have to say. So that's it from Sean, Mick, myself here at Workshop Wednesday. We'll see you all next Wednesday.